My name is Dr. Lulu Mae Nix. I was a founder of DAPI and served as executive director for almost 10 years. I can hardly believe that DAPI has reached 50 years, and I have reached age 90. It seems like yesterday that we were fighting the many battles of DAPI. Because some of you were children at that time, or maybe were not even born yet, I thought I would set the stage for what was going on in Wilmington and in Delaware during those early years. In 1969, I was invited to a meeting with Dr. Marjorie McCusick, who was also a founder of the DAPI program. She was a pediatrician in Wilmington and explained to me the situation about the girls who were getting pregnant at an early age in our city. The Wilmington public school system was very punitive at that time. The girls who became pregnant were called into the nurse's office, told to go pack up their books, leave school immediately, and never to return. Almost all of these girls ended up on the welfare rolls at a cost of over $100,000 per girl during the course of their lifetime.
If you think about it as an adult, how challenging it can be to raise a child, and then you imagine doing it at 15, 16, 17 years old, what kinds of things might you struggle with finding reliable childcare, with completing your education. You can definitely get a sense of kind of what we're dealing with.
I'm excited that they get up every morning to come to school because they want their education. However, there are many barriers that occur in their own personal lives that makes that even more challenging to continue to pursue their education and be able to learn. I am excited about our 50th celebration, and it's amazing how DAPI has really been in existence for that long, providing the services to pregnant and parenting teens.
I think that DAPI is an awesome program, and that's not a small part, but that is an important part of what we do, because they are pregnant and parenting teens. But the life skills and the life just things that we teach them are things that regular teenagers need to learn. Self-esteem, being able to say no to situations that are not for them, that would not bring them, success in the future. Teaching them how to write a check. That is a skill that's lost in a public school right now. Teaching them how to grocery shop. We're taking them on college tours, whether it be financial education, or whether it be self-esteem, or birth control, prevention. So those are things that not only pregnant and parenting teens need to learn, but regular teenagers as well.
We are the only center, DAPI center, that has a daycare facility on site. And so if we walk this way, we have the daycare facility is over here. This daycare is not only open to our DAPI girls, but it is also open to the public. We are fortunate enough to hold places in the facility so that our girls are able to bring in their children with them to school. Very small facility, but we still have a kitchen. This is also where we host a lot of our events. We have holiday events, mentor events. We make sure that our mentors do feel appreciated. We make sure that our mentors and our families come together cohesively. One thing DAPI is big about is family cohesiveness. We're also incorporating the fathers. We started that last year, and so we utilize our kitchen to kind of cook for them. We utilize our kitchen for spaces of fellowship here in our facility. But this is also where the students eat their food as well throughout the day.
Now to continue to enrich the lives of young women as they have chosen to say yes to bringing another life into this world, and then being able to skillfully work with that DAPI daughter to craft a life, not only for herself, but a life of productivity for her child as well. It's an honor to be able to serve in this capacity.
The way that we interact with them, and we show them that we care about them. And with that care and concern that we have for them as an individual, they begin to blossom. They're no longer guarded. And then you begin to see the beauty inside of them, and they're able to trust you with their dreams and be able to really communicate what they want to be in life, what they want to do with their lives. I actually was a student at DAPI many years ago, so the program is very beneficial and near to my heart because of its mission and the results of attending this program.
The biggest difference between success, I believe, for pregnant teens and teen moms is having a support system. So knowing that I can be that support person for them brings me joy.
Our center director here in Kent County is Eileen Wilkerson, and she would typically run, in traditional school, she is typically the principal here. And she also brings in all of the students that we have here at DAPI by way of intake and interview. To my left, we have our Science and Social Studies room. Ms. Tribbett is the teacher in this room. She teaches, it is a dual classroom, our Science and Social Studies. This is where I do a lot of one-on-ones if the girls have a lot of any questions for me, if they have things to talk about. I am not a therapist, however, they do feel comfortable going to certain people and speaking to them about personal problems, and that's okay. We have an open door policy here at DAPI for whoever they would like to talk to. We are more than welcome and open to talking to them at that time.
We have hundreds upon hundreds of testimonies and success stories. One in particular that touched me the most last year, we had a young lady that came to us pregnant in her senior year, and the guidance counselors came and they said they didn't think that she was going to be able to graduate because she just had too many credits. But she wanted to graduate that year. She wanted to graduate with her class, and unfortunately she ended up losing her baby before the year was over. And so we sat down with her and asked her, do you want to stay at DAPI or do you want to go back to your home school? We know that this would be really hard in this environment with other young moms, and it touched my heart because she chose to stay. She said, this feels like a family to me and I need this support in order to graduate. And she worked triple time. She took on, I think, 4 credit recovery courses and took 2 summer school classes, and she graduated. She didn't walk with her class, but she did walk that summer at Caesar Rodney High School. And so that's just a testament of the type of young ladies that we're dealing with and how DAPI can support them to be successful.